What's going on, guys? Today I'm gonna be bringing you guys the best HBRa3 class setup. Now, before we get into the actual class setup that I have for you guys today, I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of the fact that this weapon has been buffed. Now, we thought there are other weapons were going to get buffed because obviously the ASM1 and the BAL 27 are the top dogs at the current moment. So we were all thinking all the weapons are going to get buffed, but that was not the case. There was 4 weapons which were affected in this weapon buff, including the HBRa3 itself. Also, there was the TAC 19, the AE4, and the EPM3, I believe it's called. But today we're going to be covering the HBRa3. If you guys want me to do best class setups for the AE4, just let me know down in the comment section below, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys want to play with that weapon. But anyways, let's get into it. So what about the HBRa3? What exactly did it get buffed on? Well, the max range damage got buffed. Normally this weapon was about a 3 to 4, hard to say, 3 to 4 shot kill from long range. Well, that has been buffed, my friends. This weapon, I can tell you right now, this weapon is extremely deadly from medium to long range and even close range. So this is definitely a great class setup, or just in general a very great weapon for all of those of you guys who already love the HBRa3. So now when we look at the HBRa3 assault rifle, we can see that it is a very solid weapon from anywhere as far as medium to long range goes, and it is pretty damn efficient as far as close range goes. But it does have a slight disadvantage: the actual fire rate. So we're gonna try and work our way around some attachments and perks that we can definitely put on this weapon to just basically improve these areas in which this weapon does not exactly shine it. Alright, so on screen you guys can definitely see what I can call my favorite HBRa3 class setup. But do not go anywhere, guys, because I'm going to be giving you guys alternatives for this class setup, just in case some of you guys do not like these certain perks and attachments. I'll make sure that you guys can get a whole idea of what it is that you can guys go to, just in case you do not like any of these following attachments or perks that you guys see here on screen. Alright, so now getting into the nitty gritty here, guys, we have our attachments for this weapon. Our first up is the foregrip. A lot of you guys may not use the foregrip for every single weapon, but I definitely use it for as many weapons as I can, because although the foregrip is beneficial to a lot of weapons, there are some weapons that it is not as beneficial to. But me, in my part, the way that I look at it is, in this game there is so much extra movement, so much speed, so much everything, so much craziness, that every little bit helps. So therefore, of course, I will always and most of the time choose my foregrip in all my class setups, because why risk it, right? When you can have extra aim and extra stabilization on your weapon, just so you guys can get that extra bullet that can actually give you that extra kill, definitely, I think that's always a plus. But anyways, moving down here, we have the next attachment, and that is the red dot sight. And for this weapon, to me, the iron sights are horrendous. They are disgustingly ugly. They are the type of iron sights that you use to warm up with bots, okay? And you definitely do not want to go into the battlefield online trying to warm up with bots, because these guys ain't bots. Alright, so you definitely want to choose something that you feel comfortable with. I really don't feel a lot comfortable with it, because I really don't practice a lot with it. But if you guys do feel like that, then by all means use the iron sights. But if you guys do not like the iron sights, go ahead and put on a red dot sight on this weapon. Remember, this weapon has been buffed as far as range goes, so definitely you're gonna have to be taking advantage of that right now. So definitely the red dot sight is gonna come in handy as far as what I'm gonna tell you later on in this video. Now, moving down into the final attachments for the HBRa3 class setup. Remember, in the beginning of the video, I told you guys that this weapon's fire rate was anywhere from moderate and can sometimes feel a little bit too slow. At least that's how I feel about it personally. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but me personally, whenever I have a weapon that I feel like the actual fire rate is not the fastest, or at least not as fast as I like it to be, depending on my playstyle. Now remember, this all depends on your playstyle. You definitely want to go ahead and put something that's kind of counter effect that and just take it towards your advantage. And that's where quick draw comes in hand. Now quick draw can help you in many ways. It can help you whether it's a close range gunfight or whether it's a medium range gunfight. Heck, sometimes it could even help you land the first few bullets on a long range gunfight. And that by all means, with this weapon, now that it's been buffed, I can promise you that probably with 3 at the most, if you're unlucky, with 4 bullets, that guy will be dead. Anywhere from medium to long range. This weapon's range damage now is incredibly amazing. And what's really good about it is that the fire rate, since it's moderate, it allows you to control that recoil as good as you can. But anyways, let's keep it moving down here. We have the perk 1 greed and the perk 3 greed wild cards. And obviously this allows us to have extra perks for these perk slots. Now me personally am a very big fan of speed, especially in a game like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, where it's all about speed and how good you can maneuver the maps with your exo suits. So therefore, whenever you guys have lightweight on, you will move faster. Therefore, you would boost dash faster. You would, do everything faster. And that can just benefit you in so many ways. It can benefit you to get to basically enemy spawns quicker. It can benefit you to dodge quicker. It can benefit you in the way that you can move away from danger quicker. There is just so many benefits to lightweight. So make sure you guys put on lightweight in this class setup. If you do not enjoy it, you can go ahead and skip it and then just put the next perk, which I'm going to give you, which is, for me, is a mandatory perk, and that is low profile. And it says you're invisible to UAVs, tracking rounds, and exo ping. I always run this perk just because it is so important. Why would you want to be visible on the UAV when you haven't even shot a bullet? There's just no reason, unless you're a dummy. If you're a dummy, go ahead and don't put on low profile. But if you want to be a pro, you want to be a CODster, you know what I mean, then go ahead and just throw on some low profile. And I promise you guys, this perk will help you guys out tremendously. It is really important to stay hidden in this game, guys. Everybody, there's always going to be people around you. If somebody spots you in the UAV map, they will get to you literally between 5 to 10 seconds, just because of how quick you can navigate any map in this game, no matter the size. Right, and now moving down into perk 2s, I don't really care about them for this class setup because there is no really good perk 2s unless you use peripherals, or if you're a sniper, you can probably use on fast hands. But that brings us to the perk 3 slots, and here we have Blast Suppressor. Now Blast Suppressor is the #1 perk in the game, invisible on the minimap when performing exo moves. So low profile was invisible on the minimap when UAVs come out. Blast Suppressor is invisible on the minimap when you move, basically, because you're always going to move with the exosuit. If you're not moving with your exosuit, then you're basically not going to survive too long, guys. Now, I'm not saying don't go crazy and just, hover all over the place and double jump all over the place or boost dash all over the place. Don't do that. But obviously, about 90 to 95% of the time, you guys are going to have to use your exosuit. Whether you're running away from somebody or trying to get to a spawn, like I said earlier. And if you do this and you do not have on Blast Suppressor, you guys will get spotted by the enemy teammates. And let's say you're trying to go to a spawn, you'll get spotted on the minimap, and boom, you're dead. It's too late. They spotted you because you do not have on Blast Suppressor. And now moving on into the second perk here for this class setup. This is a tough choice, I know it, between Toughness and Scavenger. It all depends. I did play with both of them. Scavenger is always a great perk because it allows you to start with maximum ammunition, and it always allows you to replenish on enemy bullets. But for this weapon, since you're gonna somewhat be, I would say, anywhere to medium range, close range, I would definitely go for the Toughness. I know you guys might not like this choice, but remember, you guys can choose between Toughness or Scavenger. Heck, you guys can go for Hardline for all I care. It all depends what it is you guys like, but I'm gonna tell you what works best for me, and maybe you guys decide to try it exactly how I give it to you, or you guys just change some things up. It is completely 100% customizable, guys. But what I'm running here is Toughness, just because I saw that whenever I was, anywhere from medium to long range with this weapon, and I did not have on Toughness, if I would shoot people and I would get shot, my aim would really just go all over the place, and that's really crucial whenever it is you're trying to get long range kills, because at long range kills it is very difficult to stay on target. So that's why I chose Toughness. Now it all depends. If you're just basically gonna rush with this weapon, you really do not need Toughness. You can definitely go for Scavenger. But if you are going to play stealthy and keep a distance between you and the enemies, make sure you put on Toughness and just replenish. You don't have to replenish, I'm sorry, you can just pick up another weapon. There's gonna be a lot of times that you're gonna find a lot of good weapons, like the BAL 27, another one the BAL 27, oh yeah, and another one the BAL, and the ASM1, and then you might find another ASM1, because that's what all the people are using now. So it does not matter. You're gonna be good either or. Make sure you guys try either or, see which one works best for you, and then just give it a go, and then just stay with that. Right now, moving down into the exo abilities, my number one exo ability always and forever always be my favorite is exo overclock. Why? Because your guy does not have to call it in. Basically, you don't spend a second or two, you know, trying to tap your little forearm to basically call in an exo ability. That is just complete bogus. And another thing, it does last pretty long compared to the other actual exo abilities like exo hover and things like that. So it could definitely be very beneficial. You know, you do have on lightweight, and now with exo overclock, you're gonna be able to move faster. You know, at certain times, you're gonna be able to avoid enemy bullets at a certain time. You're gonna be able to run away from a group of enemies at certain times if you guys do have exo overclock. There is no exo launchers, unfortunately, for this class setup, but we do have a score streak, and the score streak that I chose is the UAV. Basically, in this game, sometimes all you need is a lovely UAV, and it will do you wonders. Now, if you guys want to add more things besides a UAV, you can, you know, feel free to do so. You can definitely take off lightweight, and then just wait to use your exo overclock as a speed perk, and then just put on system hack or a warbird or whatever it is that you guys want to put on there. But definitely, this is a very solid class setup for the HBRa3. Remember, if you're playing with this weapon, you can either rush sometimes, not always, but sometimes, and it can be pretty damn effective. And if you do that, make sure you put on scavenger, or you can guys just play passively and just take your time and, you know, just take off enemies from afar. And if you do this, then make sure you guys put on toughness. So I hope you guys did enjoy this class setup video. If you guys want to see the AE4 class setup video, let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll do one for you guys. That weapon has been buffed as well. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please feel free to drop your thumbs up. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, subscribe for more daily videos. I'm HollowPoiint, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Toodles! Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys haven't checked out any of the previous videos, make sure to click the annotation on screen, and I'll see you guys on the next video.